you know, stand by. Hey everybody, welcome back. We're down to Uno camera. The JVC, which previously just had a button issue, has now got a screen no worky issue. I have a couple of different names for them: flex cable, flat flex. I have a part coming in from China. We're going to try to fix it ourselves because I don't have $300 to buy a new camera, or $600 to buy the camera I really want. So we're going to kind of limp along with what we got right now between the 7D and the Pihoni. So here's where we're at. I have gotten this part. I think we're in a good spot right there. This is this has been taken care of. This is flat. This is flat and sanded. This is kind of ready to go. But I'm at a point, and this might be interesting. So this is the if you remember, the fingerboard was this painted kind of silver, and I don't know what kind of wood this is. Old wood. So what I did do, and let's see if I can't get this to come up here. So let's do one of these. Alright, this is the fretboard, or the fingerboard, whichever you wish to call it. It is, actually this is just the top of the neck. This is not, it does not appear, or maybe it does appear to be a separate piece of wood. Yeah, it does. I'm remembering now. So here is, you can see where the silver paint has flaked off of there, and I'm not a tremendously huge woodworker, but I know that for the best results I need to get as much of this paint off of here. So here's where the crossroads, the decision has to kind of be made. I went ahead and pulled one of these frets out. Let me get this aligned up here. I went ahead and pulled one of these out, and you can see here, that's all there is to it. You can see my big gargantuan finger here. So these are not gigantic frets by any stretch of the imagination. So what I'm thinking is probably the easiest way to do it is just to pull the frets, because I don't really know how I'm going to get this paint out of here, out of all of this grain, any other way. I just don't know how I'm going to do that, because if I pull the frets, then I can get this sanded down so I'm down to a nice smooth surface. Then I can figure out exactly what kind of paint I'm going to put into it. I know I'm going to get some tear out, a little bit of tear out. That's okay, because you know what? We're gonna paint it anyways. So there's one thought, and then here's the other thing that I need to do is, well, first of all, I need to zero this. And you know, everything seems to be falling apart here lately, because my button fell off of my super cheapo calipers here, so I have to find something metallic and wiggle the points in there to get it to zero out. And this is telling me that this piece of fret wire across the top is 0.0445 inches across, which is teeny. So, so we're going to have to get the chart out. We're going to have to look that up. There's actually not very much height at all. And I don't even have a thing that I can measure the height on that with. You know, stand by. Yeah, the thing that I was going to do, can't do because I've got my my dial indicator loaned out to a buddy who's trying to fix something else. What I was going to do is I was going to set this this indicator base, and was just going to use this to hold the dial indicator and try to measure the difference between there, but I don't have the dial indicator, so it doesn't matter. There's a cat on my leg. Quit. So with this, yeah, so I'm looking at the STUMAC guys. Yes, and it appears that the closest thing is this narrow fret. They have a narrow, low, standard mandolin fret wire. Sometimes, really? Come on up, Adolf. Say hello to the interwebs. Can you move? Just stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. So it looks like this, unless we start looking somewhere else, if you know a place that has something that is a little closer to what we're looking for, because I don't even have anything that I can measure this with, really, because I just don't know how I would be able to approximate measuring the tang. And oh, you're just so irritating. Go away. It's my cat. One of my cats. One of the cats that lives in our house. Put it like that. So that's where we're going to be. Now, this came out fairly easy. I don't see any type of, seriously doubt they went to the trouble of gluing these in here. But, you know, just for fun, let's take a look at this again. And, well, I guess I'll have to do this again, won't I? So, let's take a look at this again. Maybe we can get the focus going on here, that'd be great. So, if you can see, the bottom of it is it's almost scalloped. Kind of weird looking. That's not really a good view. You can see it's just a different kind of fret wire than what we're used to looking at. Super skinny, super short. If I could figure out a way to measure that, I'll let you know. But right now, sure wish I had one of them fancy autofocusing things. So that's what there is. There's a better view of it scalloped up. You see the bottom of it there. So anyways, that's the fret wire we got to look at. So if you've got a, I mean, again, this is a really difficult project because I'm going to do the same thing that I told you that I was going to do. Is I'm going to show you where I'm at, and then I'm going to listen to you guys and see what you think the best course of action is. Because in my humble, not a woodworker, not a guitar guy, I think to pull the frets off, that will allow me to get this down to bare wood, somehow seal and or prime that, and then put a paint over on top of it, clean the fret slots out, and then reinstall new frets. That's just what I would look at doing, which seems an awful lot of effort for a guitar that's probably going to sound like a donkey fart, but that's okay, you know. We'll learn something. Maybe you'll learn something. I gotta pull this nut off here anyways, this wooden nut. Then we'll make a new nut for that. What can we make that out of? All kinds of stuff we can make it out of. Oh, I cleaned up, so I don't have my normal stash pile sitting around. So anyways, that's where we're at. Opinions on sourcing T-INE fret wire, or do we just go with the narrow/low STUMAC? That's 0.053 inches across. So opinions on that, and what you think about the plan to defret, surface, prime, paint. That's really all I got right now. Hey, be sure to put any advices, any links, anything like that, put those down in the sermon notes down below the description. Be sure that if you know somebody who has done something like this, point me to them so I can pick their brain. Because I am not the first guy to have to do stuff like this, but it's all brand new to me, and I'm going to draw upon the collective knowledge that you guys have out there to try to figure out what to do. And then if you ever run across something like this, then you'll know like the 7 dumb things not to do when you get this guitar. So hey, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. To all the new members, welcome. To all the old guys and gals, thanks for hanging in there, and you guys have a good weekend. Cheers.
Hey, if you like this episode of Rattlecan Guitar Restorations, you might want to check this video out as well. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, and if you'd like to help the channel grow, consider stepping over to our Patreon page and giving that a look. Y'all have a good weekend. Cheers.